welcome back to Toronto. Welcome to Extra.
Thank you.
And you're here at the 519, we're both here at the 519 for your show that's coming up on June 4 and 5th. The show's called Final Days, Everything Must Go. So I have to ask you, what's this title about? Are you retiring, or are you just pulling a share and pretending to retire? What's happening? What's going on?
I'm not retiring. It was an irreverent title, but people seem to take it seriously. So maybe I need to think about changing it. But now that I've been doing the show for a while, now I've found a way to spin the title so it's not like you think it's my swan song. So now Everything Must Go means everything must keep going. Okay. So yeah, you don't really have a choice. You got to keep going. You can either stop or keep going. So my show is a comedy garage sale, I like to call it. Where everything's up for grabs. So it kind of feels like a sale, right? Everything must go. So it's a comedy garage. It's a potpourri, and it's 50 years of my life. 50 years of memories while I can still remember them. And so there's sketches and music, and I interact with the audience, and I do characters that I've done before, and but they've kind of grown older like I have. But no, there's no way I'm retiring. I couldn't afford to retire anyway.
Oh,
but if I did retire,
yes,
I'd like to come back like Betty White.
Oh,
I'd
right.
accept every offer coming my way, and then I'd happily die in the arms of Dancing with the Stars, in the arms of my sweaty younger partner, Fernando. That's a good way to go.
I would have to agree. I couldn't disagree with you on that. And you've also impersonated some other iconic women throughout your career, which, in terms of the gay community, there's a lot of gay icons in there. Barbra Streisand, Liza Minnelli, Bernadette Peters.
Yeah.
Which one's been the most fun to channel?
Well, all three of those women, actually, I did a movie with Liza Minnelli. I did Stepping Out with her. And then I was just at a spa recently, and Barbra Streisand, it was only 15 women, and Barbra Streisand was one of the women. That was pretty amazing. And I was with her for the whole week, and I thought at the end of the week, for sure she was going to say to me, "Well, I recognize you. You've been doing me for years," but she didn't even know who I was, that bitch. And Bernadette Peters is the most fabulous, kindest human being on the face of the earth. I just did a benefit with her. What's great is to be able to impersonate people that you get to know afterwards, and they're not remotely offended. They love the fact that they've been immortalized, I guess. So that's been fabulous.
So will any of these women be making an appearance in your show?
Let me see. Well, I have a montage at the beginning of the show, and so Barbra Streisand is in that, and Liza Minnelli. There's a quick thing to Bernadette Peters, but in the actual show, Edith Prickly's there live, and Aunt Vula for my Big Fat Greek Wedding is there live, and Perini Sclerosi is there live, and Dr. Cheryl Kinsey talking about giving advice for sex. So she's there, and she's alive and kicking.
Alive and kicking.
Yeah.
Is there any icon or actress or person in history that you wanted to impersonate but never got the chance to?
I think that if this were a larger show with great production value, I think I'd have to give Lady Gaga a try, because really we have crazy similar features. I mean, it's like intense. If you were really to look at me when I was younger, or even now, I can't tell you how many people say to me, "Are you related to Lady Gaga? Why don't you do Lady Gaga?" So I'd like to do that. Maybe if I do this in Vegas or something, I'll have to do a Lady Gaga
We need
thing.
to make that happen.
We have to make
absolutely
that
have
happen.
to make that happen.
Yeah.
We'll get Hugh Jackman and Jeffrey Rush, and we'll make that happen.
I'd like to do that.
You are a gay icon. You've played a lot of gay icons, and you are a gay icon
so
within
great.
the community.
That's
so
fabulous.
I'm
going to be doing Provincetown. That's another really big gay iconic place at the beginning of September. So that should be fun.
It will be fun. No, I was just going to say, what does the gay community mean to you with all the support that you've received from them?
I don't think I have a friend who isn't gay, so it would actually mean my roster. It would mean my address book. They'd be pretty empty.
How did you come to do the show at the 519? Where did that come from?
Salah Bashir asked me if I would take part in this, but I knew the 519 church really well from when I used to live here. I came here quite often. There are a lot of I won't tell you why I was here, but I did come here quite often. So it was but it's beautifully renovated, and but I've always loved this place. I think it's such a great service to the community. I'm so happy to be here, really, on so many levels. So it'll be great.
We're very happy to have you here.
And this is my Toronto, honestly, the 519 Church is like my Toronto debut and I guess end those 2 days, because I'm going to move on to other towns. But this will be the first time I've done the show in Toronto, so it's great.
Well, we're
How about that?
excited. Love it.
All right.
You just can't stop working. You've got so much on the go, and I have really enjoyed.
We wore purple.
I know. Look at us.
that. Come on, baby, give me 5.
Did we call each other this morning or some telepathic?
psych.
Yeah, our fabulousness just came out.
I love it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great, and we can't wait for the show in a couple of weeks, June 4th and 5th.
Yes, come. Enjoy, escape the tedium of Toronto, let your hair down, and come to 519 Church and leave a big check at the door when you leave.